What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into another special edition of the Glory Day Sports Show. If you guys are checking this out for the first time, you are checking out the wrong video. I see people starting to pile into the chat. There should be more than 11 people because we're doing another fantasy draft lottery. This is the biggest Titans fantasy organization out there at the point in time. I think we got 3 leagues, 12 teams per league. Going into this is our third year, if I remember correctly, maybe the second year, but we're going to be adding another one probably next year as well. So if you're interested in doing this and joining us, send me a DM over on Twitter, just at Glory Day Sports. But if you guys checking out right now, make sure you leave a comment down below, hit subscribe, enters you in for that free Tajay Spears signed jersey giveaway. But if you're wanting some Titans content, make sure you go watch this. We just went live like less than 6 hours ago. So go check out that video with B. Will and Jonathan. We covered the Titans for about an hour. So go check that out. But we're going to hop into this today. And I see Skins in the comments section. We're going to be spinning for the wheel for him in a second. If you guys are new to the league, I think everybody other than maybe 2 are veterans at this point in time. This is the cream of the crop. This is the Premier League. But as you can see, I've got a wheel up here on the board. We're doing a keeper style league. Essentially, these are players from your team last year. You got to pick the top 3, but you're only going to get to keep 2 of those. So this is a fun way to do it, I think, opposed to having a set like say you keep Justin Jefferson for a first pick or whatever it might be. I think this just gives it more to chance. I think we saw Justin Jefferson go back to the draft pool last year and so on and so forth. So I think I started with the first pick with the championship league. So I think we start with the 12th pick on this one. So we're going to start with Mr. J Naughty over here, who's got Devon Achane, Jalen Hurts, and Tyreek Hill. And I'll be keeping track of this over my spreadsheet over here as well. So we're going to spin the wheel twice. I'm basically just going to remove the pick that's chosen first from the board, and then whoever remains at the very end is the player that is going back to the draft pool. So with this one, I would assume he wants Jalen Hurts to go back. Let's go and spin it and see what this first one is. And it looks like he is keeping Jalen Hurts. And let's go ahead and if I can remember how to remove people real quick. All right. Next, is it going to be Devon Achane or Tyreek Hill going back to the draft board? And it is Tyreek Hill. That's a big L in my opinion for Mr. Knott. Which leads us to our next one, Kevo Zane 88, who has Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown, and then Kyron Williams, the punt returner for the Rams. So let's figure out who he's got going back into the pool. So he's keeping A.J. And there's got to be a more efficient way to remove these people. All right. Is it Amon or Kyron? Amon-Ra going back to the draft pool. We got Reggie, who is, I believe, league losers in this league. Got him coming up here in a second, saying that spinning Titans helmet is dope. I hear you. All right. Next up, we got the real Jay Neasy with too far of a name to actually spell it out. But let's figure out who he's got going on. He's got CMC, Lamar Jackson, and Garrett Wilson. He's keeping Lamar. All right. Skins in the chat. So Hill and St. Brown back to the draft board thus far. And Christian McCaffrey back to the draft board. Man, this is going much different than the other league at this point in time. I would not be happy if I was any of these three thus far. I think we got Tennessee Oilers here next with CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow. Let's see. I mean, Burrow's the one you don't want on your squad, I think, at this point in time. He's getting CD, so he's got one back. I'm just going to spin it again and see if we get somebody other than CD on this one. Now, of course, I say it and we get CD again. So let's go ahead and close this out, remove CD. Skins, you have a fourth. You have the fourth pick, but you also have an additional fourth pick. And we have our first real winner, I think, thus far with Joe Burrow going back to the draft board. And next we got Penguin, who didn't set his keepers, so I did it for him. And by golly, he has some great ones. He got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Gibbs, and Breece Hall here. I don't even know who I'd want to go back, I think. I mean, he's got Breece. And the Gibbs or Jefferson. I mean, obviously, Jefferson's the one I think you want, but that is unfortunate. That is not the one he's going to get. I'm kind of out on Jefferson, I think, this year. I mean, obviously, the talent is there, but I don't trust anybody getting Sam Darnold targets out there. So next, we got Reggie, who I believe is in the chat still. So he's got Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, and Deebo Samuel. Let's figure out who we got going on. So he's got Deebo, which I did see they are making another Friday movie here recently. Shout out to Deebo. Is it Pacheco or Travis Kelce? Which Chief is he getting? He's getting Pacheco, and that leaves Travis Kelce going back to the draft board. All right. Next up, we got Buchach, Miss Glory Day Sports herself, with Chris Olave, Josh Allen, and David Montgomery here. Let's figure out who she's got. Looks like David Montgomery is the first one. Is it Olave or is it Josh Allen here? Olave back to the draft board. Next up, we got myself here with Bijan Robinson, Jalen Waddle, and Mark Andrews. Sounds like Jalen Waddle's got the no contact jersey on right now, so that's not great for me. But we get Bijan, who is who I would have wanted here. So I think personally I would. Oh man, and then Mark Andrews just got in the car accident just last week as well. Seems to be fine, but I don't know who I'd prefer here. It's pretty 50-50 for me. If I guess I had to guess, I would lean. We'll say my answer was Mark Andrews. So Jalen Waddle going back to the draft board. Next up, Skins. You are up, good sir, with Michael Pittman, CJ Stroud, and Rashee Rice. Let's figure it out. I mean, I like Rice a lot this year. You got Pittman. You got Pittman here, which if AR can put it together and not be IR 15 this year, I mean, it could be nice. Could be nice. He's super consistent. I'll give him that. but FTC for life. And it looks like it's going to be Rasheed. So CJ Stroud going back to the draft board. El Jefe Son up next with Puka Nacua, Dalton Kincaid, and Saquon Barkley. I think I like Kincaid this year. I like him a lot, especially with just who, and that's who it is, who Josh Allen's throwing to this year. It's not a lot outside of Kincaid. This is going to be Khalil Shakir. Is it going to be Keon Coleman, rookie this year? And then let's see, is it Puka or Saquon? It is Saquon. Puka Nacua going back. And give me Rice. You got him, good sir. You got him. All right, P. Ramsey up next, which is another one I had. Oh, I lost my mouse. Where did I go? There it is. Next up, we got P. Ramsey here, who I had to set his as well. This one, not as good as Penguins earlier that I had to set. We got Romeo Doubs, Drake London, and George Kittle. But luckily, he's got the second overall pick, and there is some talent out there now. Reggie Reed agrees that Kincaid's going to have a heck of a year. So he's got George Kittle, who I think probably second best out there that was on there. Let's see if he gets London here, who I think will have a great year as well. I just don't think I would want Romeo Doubs here. Who's he going to get? We got Drake London. Good for him. Romeo Doubs back to the draft pool. And then we got 10 Jim here next. If I can scroll up. Who's got Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, and Trevor Etienne. I think it would be very unfortunate if he ended up with two quarterbacks as his keepers, but we'll see. Let's see. He's got first overall pick, so he'll be all right. And he's got P. Mahomes right off the start. All right. Is it Purdy or Etienne? Ooh, and it is Etienne. So Purdy going back to the draft board. Huge win for him there, I think. But that wraps it up, guys. I will throw this back up here, and I'll post it in the group chat here in just a minute. And then I'll be working on this later today, manually inputting these keepers into your stuff. And then El Jefe, remember, you got a third-round pick as well. Those will be concluded at the end of those rounds, being you and Skins. Essentially, I'll pause the draft like I did last year, allow you guys to make those picks, and then we'll restart it, and that'll take the place of your last pick, essentially. But if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments here, drop them in the group chat. If you guys, I have no idea why there's 40 of y'all in the group chat right now. But if you're checking it out, go watch this morning's video. Make sure you subscribe to enter into that Tajay Spears signed jersey giveaway. Essentially, we'll be giving away that signed jersey as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, little under 150 away, I believe, 140-esque. And then we also got merch, guys. Go click on YouTube. Go click on our page. I think this is going to get copyrighted, so you won't be able to see it below this video. But if you click on the actual page, Glory Day Sports, go into there. You can purchase Morning Glory Show. Come check it out with me, Jonathan, and B. Will. Had a great show this morning. And, whoop, I wrote the wrong one. But 136 exact. So we're closing in. We're getting there close. And season's almost here, boys. It's going to be real fun real quick. So we appreciate you guys. We will check y'all later. If you guys are in the Fantasy Football League, love you. I hope you guys all lose and I wouldn't, or at least Vucech wins. I'd be fine with that as well. Remember, this is the top of the top. So if you get very last in this league, you do get demoted. If you get first, you get your payout, but you are not promoted because there's nowhere to promote you to because you're the best of the best. But we will talk to y'all later. Peace.